Later on The Tonight Show, Jay battens down the hatches for the perfectly stormy George Clooney. And the padded lilies stir up some waves too. But what these dogs star, you'll have to hear for yourself. Your local news is next.
Next on NBC 17 News at 11, a woman is accused of giving away her 10-year-old son to a man she met over the internet and caught in the act on videotape. Smash and grab burglars with one thing on their mind. The news starts now.
This is NBC 17 News at 11 p.m.
Good evening, I'm Sharon Delaney. Bill Gaines has the night off. Police think they know who raped, kidnapped, and robbed a young Raleigh woman. Now they need your help finding him. Police say the woman woke up yesterday morning to find a man standing over her bed on the 5400 block of Hillsborough Street. They say someone spotted him on the 5200 block that morning. NBC 17's Angelica Thornton is live in that neighborhood with our story.
Sharon, police have been going door to door this evening, handing out flyers like this one with the suspect's picture on the front. The people who live in this neighborhood obviously very upset, hoping the person responsible for these crimes is found before this happens again.
Well, correct.
Michelle Schuring has lived here for 8 years. It's a place where she's always been able to walk outside at all hours of the night. Now she says that's out of the question.
I'm scared. This is a safe neighborhood, and it freaks me out to think that that something like that happened so close to here.
Police say a woman was raped just a block away on Hillsborough Street. They think this man, 30-year-old Antonio Medrano Ortez, is responsible. Investigators say he broke into the victim's home, woke her up, raped, robbed, and kidnapped her for a short time. Alice Richmond and her 2 roommates are just hearing the news.
This is very shocking and surprising that something would happen around here. We've never had anything happen like this in our neighborhood, and it makes us, really scared.
Scary, but it won't stop Melissa Reed from going on her nightly bike rides.
I still think that we have to enjoy and keep joy and just keep an eye out, but maybe watch over each other maybe a little more carefully.
And that's something Michelle Schuring plans to do until her sense of security is restored.
It's going to make me be a lot more conscious about the doors and the windows and about the surroundings when I come home late at night.
Police would not tell us how they came up with Ortez as a suspect. He faces first-degree charges of burglary, rape, sexual offense, robbery with a dangerous weapon, and second-degree kidnapping charges. He was last seen on Hillsborough Street near the State Fairgrounds carrying a black bag. Reporting live in Raleigh, Angelica Thornton, NBC 17 News at 11.
And here is another look at the suspect. Police say Antonio Medrano Ortez is 30 years old, 5'6" and 160 pounds. They say he's armed and dangerous. If you have seen Ortez, call Raleigh Crime Stoppers. And here is that telephone number, 919-834-HELP. Again, that's 834-4357. You don't have to leave your name. Tonight, a man suspected of killing a teenage girl is behind bars in Johnston County, but 2 more are still on the run. NBC 17's Jim Grimes is live in Johnston County with more on their search. Jim?
Well, Sharon, I can tell you that earlier today, Johnston County Sheriff's Department announced that it has made an arrest in the death or the murder of 16-year-old Selena Nesbitt. Police believe that she was driving home along with friends this past weekend from a party when perhaps some may have followed her from that party and shot a gunshot through the back window of that car. It hit Nesbitt, killing her and injured her friend. Flowers sit outside the Selma home of Selena Nesbitt. The 16-year-old was killed this past weekend in what her father calls a senseless act of violence.
What I'm going to say to my kids when they get up and they calling for their sister, what we going to do when we call and let it slip out to call her name, knowing it's going to affect everybody.
Police have arrested 20-year-old Jard Clemens and are looking for this man, Lamorish Chapman, and his friend DeJuan Morgan. Both are believed to be on the run.
We're going to do everything in our power to get these individuals behind bars. It's a sad, it's a tragic situation. Anytime a child, a juvenile, if you will, is involved, it's sad. It affects more than just one individual. It affects us, it affects families, it affects the communities, and it's uncalled for. And I can assure you that we're not going to leave one leaf unturned.
Nesbitt was killed and her friend injured while sitting in the back seat of a friend's car traveling down this rural road Sunday morning. Police gave few details about the murder, but the victim's father, who asked not to go on camera, says his daughter was an innocent bystander in the wrong place at the wrong time.
This was senseless because my baby died because somebody was doing that with somebody else's girl, and jealousy prevailed violence.
Well, the father says that he is encouraging people to show up at the Sanders Funeral Home on Friday from 1 o'clock until 9. That's when they'll have a public viewing. The funeral will be held here in Smithfield again at the St. Paul's Church. That will be at Saturday at 3 o'clock. He's encouraging all of her friends and loved ones to show up for the funeral service as well. Reporting live in Smithfield, I'm Jim Grimes, NBC 17 News at 11.
If you have information about the 2 suspects still on the run, call the Johnston County Sheriff's Department at 919-989-5000. Again, that's 989-5000. 2 carjacking suspects from Charlotte are in custody tonight after leading Wake County authorities on a chase through 2 counties today. Zebulon police started chasing the suspects in eastern Wake County, followed them through Johnston County, and then back into Wake. The suspects finally crashed at the junction of Highway 64 and 264. The Justice Department has been called in to investigate the beating of a black man by a group of Philadelphia police officers. Also tonight, black leaders in the city of brotherly love are asking everyone to stay calm and peaceful. A news helicopter caught it all on tape. 30-year-old Thomas Jones was beaten by a dozen police officers and shot several times during a mile-long chase. Jones is in the hospital tonight. An officer shot during the chase is in good condition. Police are investigating another brutality case tonight, this one in Georgia. Atlanta TV stations taped this arrest from helicopters after the suspect led officers on a chase through 3 counties in rush hour traffic. The tapes show officers pulling the man out of his truck and punching him repeatedly as he lay on the ground. Lawrenceville police say they'll review the tapes to see if officers used unnecessary force. NBC 17 spoke with a local criminal psychologist today. Dr. Lee Walker says there may be a reason behind what appears to be an outbreak of excessive police force.
One of their own is hurt or wounded, or they get very upset about that, and concerned about that, and so they're likely to be much more vigilant and try harder to resolve that situation.
Dr. Walker also says he hopes a few bad cops don't overshadow the good work done by other law enforcement officers. Johnston and Wilson County deputies are joining forces to find a group of smash-and-grab bandits. Police say the thieves have hit dozens of stores stealing cigarettes. Investigators believe they may also be responsible for break-ins in 15 Food Line stores down east. But at this point, they're not sure who the suspects are or what they're doing with all those cigarettes. Several Durham teens are honored for their summer achievements tonight. The Duke Durham Partners for Youth program paid tribute to a group of students. 18 teenagers participated in this year's mentoring and summer internship program. Organizers say their goal is to teach responsibility.
There's no better way to learn about the world of work than to do it, than to be immersed in it and have people there who help you understand what you're doing, how it connects to what you want to do for the future.
The interns presented posters describing their job experiences and received certificates of achievement. Tension was in session today in our state capitol as the Grand Ole Party staged a Grand Ole protest. Find out why they're so mad a little later on NBC 17 News at 11. Lawmakers did stay cool long enough to craft a compromise on video poker machines. Hear what it is just ahead. And up next, some local city workers are out of jobs and their boss is cashing in. Details when NBC 17 News at 11 returns.
Nice break from summer's heat today. Will we see this happen for the weekend? We'll have a look coming up on NBC 17.
Later on an all-new Tonight Show, The Perfect Storm's George Clooney sure is glad to be ashore.
Topless women on the beach? Yeah. We're doing the golf trip there next year.
Yeah. Plus, Keanu Reeves' band Dog Star, bizarre new products, a Tonight Show expose, and a big aquatic ballet. Really big. Then on Conan, Rebecca Romaine Stamos demonstrates her action figure tonight. And this week, Juliana Margulies hosts Saturday Night Live with musical guest DMX. Even the ladies' man's all impressed.
Ooh, that is kinky.
Hello? Nope, I haven't heard anything yet. What's your number again? Yeah, I'll definitely call you later. All right, bye.
Sprint Caller ID not only lets you see who's calling, but it also saves callers' names and numbers, just in case you don't. Call 1-877-1-SOLUTION now and get a free display unit. Sprint Caller ID. It just makes more sense.
What do you have for us today, Bill?
A lie still.
Ever wish there were two of you? One for the everyday, the other to get away, to spend time as a family. Busch Gardens is just the place to do it. Have fun. Reconnect. It's a getaway no family would want to miss. Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Come together.
Intrigue by Oldsmobile. Look what they're saying behind our back. Any questions? Now get 0.9% APR financing for 60 months with average finance savings of up to $4,432. Residency restrictions apply. See your Carolina's Oldsmobile dealer today. Start something.
Healthcare workers are vaccinating people in Orange County after another rubella outbreak. Health administrators have confirmed 4 new cases of the disease commonly known as German measles. That's a total of 8 cases so far this year. Workers hope to vaccinate 90% of the county to stop the spread of rubella. Fayetteville's Public Works is eliminating more than 1/3 of its customer service jobs. The decision comes the same day the commission voted to give General Manager Steve Blanchard an $8,000 raise and $2,000 more car allowance. Blanchard says closing down branches and downsizing the department could save the utility $1.5 million a year. Cutting back teen smoking is getting a big financial boost tonight. The American Legacy Foundation is giving North Carolina more than $2 million to strengthen efforts to curb young people from lighting up. The grant will train teens to teach their peers about the dangers of smoking. The money will also be used to create a website called Too Cool to Smoke or Spit. Before adjourning tonight, state lawmakers agreed to bar any new video poker machines in North Carolina and prohibit children from playing the games. After 2 days of negotiations, the House and Senate also agreed on a host of new restrictions on the machines, but stopped short of an outright ban. The legislation now goes to the governor for his signature. A Republican protest in the state House prompted House Speaker Jim Black to call Capitol Police to the legislative session this afternoon. Black says he was trying to protect House members from each other.
Mr. Speaker, 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 Mr. Speaker.
House Majority Leader Phil Baddour was explaining a bill addressing the location of satellite voting centers. Republicans argued it would block them from having a say in the center's placement. One mother says she couldn't control her child's behavior, and police say she gave her 10-year-old son to someone else she met on the internet. That story's coming up. And next, 2 local lawmen who died in the line of duty have a permanent memorial in their memory. The story when NBC 17 News at 11 returns.
I've got the most perfect truck there is. I feel extremely comfortable doing my business as a licensed insurance agent.
The 2000 F-150.
It serves a purpose on my farm. It's dependable, it's reliable, and it's really tough.
And now you can get into an F-150 with $1,500 cash back with 3-9 financing.
I like my truck, my customers like my truck, and my dog loves my truck. She's the only perfect female I've ever known.
See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Okay?
Andy, you startled me.
Domino's, we hand-stretch dough for quality crust. Don't be tempted into taking shortcuts.
I don't think so, Andy.
Domino's pizza with hand-stretched crust.
Andy!
Domino's. That Andy. Good pizza. Now at Domino's, buy a medium 3-topping pizza for $8.99 and get a second pizza for $5. That's a medium 3-topping pizza for $8.99 and a second pizza for only $5.
Make a big list because it's summer stock of dollar days at Big Kmart. Men's Fruit of the Loom Golden Blend Teas are 4 for $10. Lush Cannon Bath Towels are 4 for $9. Get this 600-watt Samsung microwave for only $49. 20-gallon Home Essentials totes are $4 each. This comfortable steel captain's chair is just $10. Scott 8-roll paper towels and 12-roll bathroom tissue are 2 for $11. Hurry to the summer stock-up dollar days at Big K.
I'm not going to become one of those old men who sit in lawn chairs on driveways and regret adventures I never took.
Tomorrow on NBC 17 News at 5 and 6 a.m., online tips on planning a perfect getaway. Plus, stay up to date with your Triangle Business News. That's tomorrow morning on NBC 17 News at 5 and 6 a.m.
Two lawmen who died in the line of duty will get a permanent memorial in Cumberland County. Two men shot Deputy Sheriff David Hathcock and State Trooper Ed Lowry to death during a September 1997 traffic stop. The North Carolina Board of Transportation has voted to name the bridge on I-95 and NC-59 in Hope Mills after those lawmen. Bulletproof vests like these are coming to more than 900 law enforcement agents in our area. Representatives Bob Etheridge and David Price secured $143,000 in federal grants to buy the vests. Police and sheriff's departments in Wake, Durham, Orange, Person, Harnett, Johnston, Franklin, Wilson, Nash, and Granville counties will get money from the Bulletproof Vest Partnership Grant Act, signed into law in 1998. In response to the city's rising murder rate, Durham's police chief issues an order to her commanders: hit the streets for 15 minutes a day. Chief Teresa Chambers is leading the way herself. She and about 75 administrative officers are patrolling rough areas, but not everyone's happy to see extra squad cars in their neighborhood.
Those that apparently have criminal intent, at least that's my assumption when they take a look over their shoulder and start to walk away, probably aren't pleased to see us, which means that what we're doing is working out here.
In the patrol's first week, officers discovered a stolen car. One city council member asked why police are only patrolling in the daytime. Chief Chambers says she plans to expand them to night hours. Wake County Human Services is offering relief from the heat of summer. The department is passing out fans to elderly and disabled adults and those with respiratory problems or other medical needs. The program is funded by contributions.
We do accept contributions of fans. If someone has fans new or used, as long as they're in working conditions, so we'll be glad to pick them up, or they can drop them off at our office at 220 Swinburne. We'll accept financial contributions and turn those around, and you purchase fans with those. If someone out there knows someone that needs a fan, you please tell them about the program.
There is a limit of one fan per household. No household will get a fan if it has received one through the program in the last 2 years. There's a new chain of command tonight in Fort Bragg. Brigadier General Ann Dunwoody took command of the COSCOM group headquartered there. She's the first female general to head part of Fort Bragg. But Dunwoody says in today's military, her role isn't that unusual.
The doors have always opened for me from the times I was second lieutenant, commanding at a company level, then battalion level. So I feel very fortunate that the Army I've grown up in has been one where the doors have always opened, regardless of sex, gender.
COSCOM provides worldwide logistical support for the 82nd Airborne. Of the 10,000 soldiers in the division, 4,500 are based at Fort Bragg. Ken Starr's former aide, Charles Backley, faced a judge today on charges of contempt of court. Backley is accused of leaking grand jury secrets to the media during the Monica Lewinsky scandal. Prosecutors say they're not questioning whether Backley leaked the information, but whether he told the truth about it in a signed statement to a judge. Backley is expected to testify tomorrow. Imagine giving your child away because you feel you can't control them. Police say a California woman gave her 10-year-old son to someone she met on the internet because she couldn't control his behavior. The woman sent her son to a man in Florida 3 months ago. Since then, the boy has been found and will be brought back to California. The Department of Social Services might step in. The boy's father is in state prison, and if his mother can't care for him, he may have to stay in a foster home. A Mississippi pastor is waiting for extradition to New Orleans on charges of murdering a prostitute. The woman's nude body was found in a hotel hallway June 30th. Police say she had been arrested for prostitution twice before and was employed by a call girl service. Police are not saying what evidence links the Jackson pastor to this crime. Fayetteville is sending a message and tickets to red light runners. A national study released today shows running red lights kills 800 people every year and injures 250,000 more. Fayetteville has installed a camera at one of its busiest intersections. It records plate numbers of light runners, and officers will then send a ticket in the mail. Another Fayetteville intersection will get another camera next month. Knightdale, Garner, and Fuquay-Varina are all considering these red light cameras. With crude oil prices still high and gas supplies still low, government energy experts say we could see more price hikes this summer. The Energy Information Administration says refineries are operating near capacity and demand isn't expected to drop. Stocks of gas are recovering in the Midwest, but on the East Coast, supplies are 8% below average. North Carolina's average price is $1.52 a gallon. That's 44 cents more than this time last year. Our newest Pump Patrol viewer says Uncle Bill's Mini Mart in Raleigh has regular unleaded for $1.43. If you want to be part of the NBC 17 Pump Patrol, just go to NBC17.com where you can find other great gas buys. A solar storm is causing radio blackouts, and it could bring a spectacular light show. NASA says yesterday morning a strong solar flare disrupted communication on parts of the Earth facing the sun. There could be more transmission problems the next day or two, but there's no health risk. There is a chance sections of the southern U.S. could see an aurora in the sky, but you'd have to go to the North or South Pole to see the best light show. I don't know if we're heading all the way there, but
I don't think so.
Lisa Spencer's here to tell us if the skies will clear up to here to see a possible aurora.
That, plus we've got another big spectacular event going on this weekend. There is a lunar eclipse coming up on Sunday morning, so that will be another spectacular event. Hopefully we'll get some clear skies. But the story today, the temperature is just incredible, a July temperature dip. But this is not the first time to do this. I was checking the record books, and last year, this same series of dates, we were 98 degrees on the 10th of July, and then we went all the way down into the mid-70s. These were record temperatures for low highs. So pretty chilly stuff, and that was a record high. And then we spin forward to this year, where on Monday we were at 97 degrees, now 95, but you can see a dip, not as drastic, but certainly another July dip on that same series of days for this year. But a nice treat for us today, 78 degrees the afternoon high. Now folks to the south of us are a lot warmer, 92 degrees in Atlanta, 98 in Birmingham, at least a few degrees cooler than that 102 they had yesterday. Here's what we're seeing happen. Of course, we had a front come through our area, and you can still pick out where the front is located with the temperatures here. And then from there, we were seeing, of course, our current temperatures not much lower than what they were, as you could see a few moments ago, 72 degrees. So we've got the wind flow that has been coming out of the east and giving us much milder conditions here. So 72 degrees right now at Rocky Mount, 73 from Goldsboro, and down to Fayetteville at 71 degrees. Pope Air Force Base at 72, and Irwin has 72 degrees. Here's the latest from the airport. 73 with a dew point temperature of 68 and the humidity at 84%. The winds are calm this hour. 78, that high for today, and 88 is the average. 68 degrees our low this morning, right on the money for what we expect for this time of year. And the rain that we had lingering this morning brought us about 1/4 of an inch out at the airport. Here's what we are looking for on our Suncast, as you can take a look at Friday, showing you partly cloudy skies and the color key here. And then again on Saturday, we'll look for partly cloudy skies. There will be a chance of seeing some scattered afternoon thunderstorms. And as we roll ahead to Sunday, once again, that chance of scattered afternoon thunderstorms, but you can see we're going to get some sunshine with partly cloudy skies in our forecast, which continues through Monday as well. But tonight, really a tranquil night ahead. There aren't some areas of clearing out there. You can actually see the moon from time to time. 68 to 71 degrees. So mostly cloudy skies overnight tonight with just a few breaks in those clouds. But we'll have cloud cover again tomorrow morning. Pleasant temperatures, 67 degrees to start off the day. And then during the afternoon, a mix of clouds and sun. We could see some showers once again tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, a chance of some thunderstorms coming our way. 84 to 86 degrees for the afternoon high. So starting to step up just a little bit. On Saturday, 86 the high, and there's the partly cloudy I was telling you about, with the possibility of seeing some scattered thunderstorms, isolated storms on Sunday, and Monday a high up to 87 degrees, 89 for Tuesday. Still keeping those temperatures down, though, below the 90s, which is very nice for July.
It really is a nice little surprise for us.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lisa. St. Aug's College is hosting a summer program to motivate at-risk youth. Volunteers from the AmeriCorps Service Program are working with the staff from the National Youth Sports Program. The NAACP is sponsoring this camp for more than 400 kids, aged 10 to 16. The volunteers hope to promote teamwork and the importance of staying in school.
The kids will have a 4-period day that includes from 2 to 3 activities, and then one course in educational enrichment where we do things like self-esteem, we do conflict resolution, those type of activities, job and career opportunities, what it takes to go to college and so forth.
The program also features tutoring and drug and alcohol and tobacco counseling as well. It's Thursday night, and that means the wild and wacky of the world of sports are coming up. But after you see this batch of Estel's Extras, you may never sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" again. Ouch. And it could be the icing on the cake for the Hurricanes. This time, they may have lost a future Hall of Famer. Bobby Estel tells us who next on NBC 17 News at 11.
Fight stupidity. All this week, get smart with NBC 17 News at 5 and 6 a.m. Make smart choices on the internet. Tomorrow, see how to book vacations online without getting ripped off.
Never got any documents, never got anything paid for it. And when the time came, had no airline tickets.
On NBC 17 News at 5 and 6 a.m.
That roach thinks he's got it made. A mere scamper into the pantry. Only this homeowner called 1-800-Terminex for a convenient solution to the problem within 24 hours. So this roach is toast. 1-800-Terminex. No bugs, no hassles.
No matter how good things get, I still get this feeling that this guy's going to come to my door and he's going to say, "We talked to your parents. We know what you did in college. We have pictures. And all this, the house, the kids, the widescreen TV, it's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. It was meant for somebody else."
At the end of any given month, something strange happens to the unused minutes you buy from most wireless providers. They get thrown away. But at Bell South, things are a little different. They aren't going anywhere. They now roll over to the next month. Rollover minutes, only from Bell South, where we feature Ericsson digital phones. They're your minutes. Keep them.
When you hear hot, 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 think Leaf Toyota. It's the end of the model year, and we're closing out the 2000 models. We've posted closeout prices on over 500 Toyotas. See your savings the minute you walk in. The fast and easy way to buy a car. Plus a money-back guarantee if you're not completely satisfied. When you hear hot, 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 think Leaf Toyota.
Leaf Toyota, the name you can trust. Guaranteed.
Ants, they think they can walk into your home anytime, and soon they're living La Vida Loca. Call 1-800-Terminex and let our convenient outside service stop the bugs. Hasta la vista, ants. 1-800-Terminex. No bugs, no hassles.
Bobby Estel's here, and we're going to start with ice hockey. We're getting iced.
Hurricanes, if they continue at this pace, they will have no players.
Oh.
For the upcoming season, they're losing everybody. Hurricanes have lost another marquee player. Future Hall of Fame defenseman Paul Coffey signed a 2-year contract with the Boston Bruins today. He's gone. Coffey, the NHL's all-time points and assist leader as a defenseman, has won 4 Stanley Cups and was able to sign with Boston because he is an unrestricted free agent, meaning he can sign with any team he wants, and he chose Boston. But unfortunately for Hurricane fans, the team's now lost Sean Hill, Gary Roberts, Bobby Cron, Curtis Lecision, and now Paul Coffey, all this offseason. Major League Baseball is back after the All-Star break, and it's the rematch of the '86 World Series. Red Sox-Mets. Well, not really, because Bill Buckner's not around. Sox down 1-0, but not for long. Morgan Burkhart drills it. Sox win 4-3. Elsewhere majors tonight, Atlanta's at Baltimore. Brian Jordan deep over Albert Bell's head. He can't quite handle it back off the wall. Runners score. Braves win 6-3. Locals out of town tonight. Bulls split 11-10 and 4-11. Southern League Mudcats is now 2-2 in the 10th. That game's not over. The Triangle's only basketball player to ever jump straight from high school to the pros is now filthy rich. Durham Mount Zion Academy's Tracy McGrady, according to reports, has agreed to a contract with the Orlando Magic. McGrady's going to sign a 6-year, $67 million deal August 1st. $67 million. And if you were a buddy of Tracy's in high school, maybe you might want to give him a call. Remember me, Ed, in biology? NC State Athletic Director Les Robinson has still not made up his mind whether or not He'll be taking the athletic director's job at the Citadel. Les says he may have a decision by this weekend. The U.S. Olympic track and field trials begin tomorrow out in Sacramento, and this is what they'll be wearing once they qualify for Sydney. New Team USA uniforms. Notice the V-neck design. It's designed that way because that's where the gold medals are going to hang. All those ugly Americans, already counting all the gold medals. Click on to NBC17.com for all your Olympic trial information during the next 12 days. Finally, it's Thursday night. The weekend's almost here. Time again for another installment of Estel's Extras. As always, a fresh batch. And behind door number one is the new UNC head basketball coach. So who is it?
We are pleased, delighted, honored, and excited to introduce
Mike Krzyzewski
as the new head coach of the Carolina basketball program.
What?
Whoa! We have a.
Can that plane turn around and go to South? What?
Don't worry, Matt. Don't worry. Coach K already turned it down anyway. All sorts of stuff being thrown around tonight, and sports fans are tired of taking the abuse. First row down in front. He was all right. In fact, the fans can play this game as well, deep, and caught out in the outfield. Speaking of catches, the players turned in a few themselves. Look out for that rail. There were some not so good catches. Oops. Here it comes, and there it goes. And I think I'll catch this one with my back. Ow. Honey, did you let the cat out tonight? Yeah, I think he's down at the game. And with that, see you later, hello, drive safely, ouch, and good night, bang. And whenever you put a wrap on another edition of Estel's Extras. You know, we always end with a car crash of some sort. We'll have to talk to the producers about that one. We'll see, yeah. Stop ending on violence.
There's a lot more bloopers out there I'm sure we can dig up.
Yeah.
Maybe some local ones.
Bill Gaines, I think, will be in next week.
Yeah, I think so. He has a good one.
Got the golf club going. So we'll see Bill next week.
Thanks, Bobby. Lisa's right back with your travel forecast.
Dodge, different. Big savings, just about. Big savings, almost everything. I don't think so. Up to $2,000 cash allowance, most imitated Caravan. $1,000 cash allowance, Intrepid, Stratus, Neon. Big saving cash allowance, almost every car, almost everything. I don't think so. Limited time. Dodge savings. Don't wait. Dodge different. Dodge different. Dodge different.
It is so hectic going shopping with 4 kids, and 3 of them are triplets. There is no way I would have time to go from store to store to store to get everything that I need. I love Walmart Supercenter. Everything you buy here is so fresh. It's important to me because I'm feeding my family. We save a lot of money buying our groceries here. Living on a budget with 4 kids, this is the place to go. Well, I don't know what I would do without it. The clothes, the shoes, the toys, the groceries. You know, it's a one-stop shop. I'm going to get everything I need and save a ton of money. Walmart Supercenter saves my life.
Car insurance bills getting too hot to handle? Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance. At least you'll feel smart when the car insurance bill arrives. Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
At this moment, we're only accepting the best USDA choice beefs from the best places. We're trimming our beef closer. We're grinding the safest ground beef several times a day. At this moment, freshness means as much to us as it does to you. At this moment, USDA choice London broil is just $1.99 a pound. Harris Teeter, we do fresh the best.
Ford Explorer, the best-selling SUV for 9 years. Roomiest interior in its class. Incredible performance, sleek style. Need another reason? How about $1,500 cash back? Or 0.9 plus $1,000 cash back on Explorer. That's $1,500 cash back. Or 0.9 plus $1,000. These are the reasons you see more Explorers on the road than any other SUV. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Lisa's here. We're going traveling.
That's right. Get ready for the weekend. It's that time of the year to go to the beaches or mountains. And Saturday at the beach, partly cloudy skies, some afternoon thunderstorms. It's after all, it's summertime. And for Sunday, we'll see partly cloudy skies, afternoon thunderstorms, and highs most days will generally be in the 80s. And then in the mountains, look for 77 at Blowing Rock with, again, partly cloudy, some scattered thunderstorms, and ditto for Sunday. Look at those temperatures on Sunday. Show us 82 at Cherokee and about 74 degrees up at Jefferson. Not bad at all. Pretty good weekend here as well. We'll see some scattered thunderstorms.
Yeah, that's why all the Floridians go to the mountains there. It's so nice during the summer, right?
It is
Escape
nice.
the heat. Thanks, Lisa, and thanks for watching NBC 17 News at 11. The Tonight Show is next with George Clooney and Keanu Reeves, but not just him, it's his whole band, Dog Star. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
You're watching NBC, America's late night leader.
From the NBC studios in Burbank, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Featuring Kevin Eubanks and The Tonight.